I just want to thank the Bristol Institute of Business Management. I'm proudly once again wearing their t-shirt this evening. Let's get quizzical. Game number 7. 3, 2, 1. Which of the following is not depicted on the Sri Lankan national emblem? Which of the following is not depicted on the Sri Lankan national emblem? Is it the Dharma Chakra? Is it bow leaves? Is it the lion with a sword? Or is it the Pun Kalasa? This is the national flag. This is not the national emblem. Rajya Lanchane. Wow. So close. So, the national emblem of Sri Lanka has been used since 1972. It was created under the guidance of Diyavadana Nilame of the Dalada Maligawa called Nisanka Vijayaratna. So it has a huge pun colors at the bottom. It has a Dharma Chakra right on top, right? But it does not have bow leaves. Well done. 20 people got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard after question number 1. Wow, Sanuka, well done. You're into an early lead at 943 points. Remember, 1000 points up for grabs if you answer correctly and quickly. Well done. AK is in second place. Schrodinger's cat is in third. Haddock 52 is in fourth. Dinzy is also in the top 5. Let's look at our next question. What is the northernmost capital of the world? What is the northernmost capital of the world? Is it Helsinki, Finland? Is it Stockholm, Sweden? Is it Oslo, Norway? Or Reykjavik, Iceland? Well, and we have now completed 2 questions. Let's move on to our next question. Sanuka is in the lead. Well done, Sanuka, at 1,888 points. Haddock is in second. Schrodinger's cat is in third. Rahul is in fourth. Satindu is in fifth. Let's look at our next question. Question number 3. What famous city is located at the foot of Table Mountain? What famous city is located at the foot of Table Mountain? Is it Cape Town? Is it Johannesburg? Is it Rio de Janeiro? Or is it Kathmandu? Of course, the correct answer is Cape Town. So, if you, I'll show you this picture, right? So, there's this beautiful mountain called Table Mountain. It's called the Table Mountain because it's flat as a table, right? So Table Mountain is located in Cape Town, South Africa. Well done to those who got that correct. 27 of you who got that correct. Well done. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, so Sanuka still in the lead. Schrodinger's cat is in second. Rahul in third. Satindu in fourth. King Kong is in fifth. We have the usual suspects in the top 5. Divided answer. So when Napoleon was going on his conquest, as soon as he invaded Portugal, the royal family of Portugal realized that it's not going to work out. So they fled Portugal and they went to Brazil. So Brazil was also a Portuguese colony. They ensured that the throne of Portugal was based in Rio de Janeiro from 1808 to 1821. Batavia, Indonesia was, I think, the Dutch capital of the East. Goa, India, very prominent city in the Portuguese Empire. But the correct answer is Rio de Janeiro. Very interesting fact, right, in history. So when the Kingdom of Portugal was threatened, they shifted their capital to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Probably one of the very few times, if not the only time in history, where the capital of the country was shifted, or capital of a Portuguese empire, the empire was shifted entirely to a different country. Well done to the 17 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, so Schrodinger's cat has overtaken Sanuka. Sanuka is now in third position. King Kong is in second. Patsy and Charu are close behind. We are down. Question of round number 1. The Gateway Arch is the tallest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere. The Gateway Arch, what you see here, is the tallest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere. Where is it located? Is it London, New York, St. Louis, or Chicago? Wow, well done. So 33 of you got that correct. The correct answer is St. Louis. So this Gateway Arch, let me show you this picture. It's supposed to be 630 feet tall. It's clad in stainless steel. It was constructed in 1965. It is the Western Hemisphere. If you divide the globe into 4 hemispheres, it is the tallest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere. It's located in St. Louis. Well done to the 33 of you who got that correct. Let's leaderboard after round number 1. Alright, so Schrodinger's cat still in the lead, 7,192, closely followed by King Kong, just about 52 points behind. Tatsy is following in 3rd position. Charu is in 4th. Satindu is in 5th. Well done, girls and boys. Well done, Mandy. You're the highest climber of that question. You are up 11 places. So round number 2 of Let's Get Quizzical will have 8 questions on current affairs and world politics. Here we go. What is the full name of the ill-fated oil tanker that is on fire on Sri Lanka's eastern coast? What is the full name of the ill-fated oil tanker that is or was on fire off Sri Lanka's eastern coast? Is it the New Diamond? Is it the Blue Diamond? Is it the SS Blue Diamond or MT New Diamond? Wow, well done. So I put New Diamond there to confuse you. It is not the full name of the tanker. The correct answer is MT New Diamond. So on the question I have said the oil tanker that is or was on fire, because you never know, right? One day the fire is out. The next day news reports saying that the fire has started again. It's an unfortunate incident. The correct answer is MT New Diamond. Well done to the 39 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead, closely followed by King Kong and Betsy. Well done, girls and boys. Let's look at our next question. In July, another Japanese bulk carrier crashed into a reef of Mauritius. What is the capital? In July, another Japanese bulk carrier crashed into the reef of Mauritius. What is the capital of Mauritius? Is it Port Moresby? Is it Victoria? Is it Port Louis or is it Port-au-Prince? What is the capital of Mauritius? Well done. The correct answer is Port Louis. Port Moresby is the capital of Papua New Guinea. Singaling kira Papua Guinea Gani kira. Victoria is the capital of Seychelles. Port-au-Prince is the capital of Haiti. But Port Louis is the capital of Mauritius. Well done to the 28 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, King Kong has just overtaken Schrodinger's cat. Betsy is in 2nd. Akhil is into the top 5 for the first time. Well done, Akhil. AW55 is also in the top 5. Well done. Let's look at our next question. There has been riots in the USA over the last few weeks in a city called Kenosha. In which state is Kenosha located? In which state of the USA is Kenosha located? A lot of issues in Kenosha. Is it in New York City, Wisconsin, Massachusetts, or Michigan? Of course, the correct answer is Wisconsin. Well done. So, city of Kenosha faced a lot of riots over the past few weeks. The city of Kenosha is in Wisconsin. Well done to the 39 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change. Akhil drops into 4th position. AW55 is in 4th here. Let's look at our next question. In addition to elephants, people in Mana are recently being threatened by another animal. Are we talking about? So in addition to elephants, people in the Mana districts are really threatened by a new type of animal. With sharks, snakes, ponies, or bears. Wow. Only 5 of you got that correct. So it was in the news last weekend. So the district of Mana is being threatened not only by elephants now, but also bears. Can you imagine that? Sri Lankan bears are pretty small, not like those huge grizzly bears you see on TV. But bears have been attacking a lot of people in the Mana district recently. A lot of people have been hurt, they have lost their limbs. 5 of you got that correct. Well done. So I anticipate a change in the leaderboard. Let's see. Okay, no one in the top 5 got that correct. Bit of a trick question. 3 players just dropped their answer streak of 3. Okay, well done to the 5 who got that correct. Excellent stuff. Let's look at our next question. Which country is known as the land of fire and ice? Which country is known as the land of fire and ice? Is it Croatia? Is it Norway? Is it Japan? Or is it Iceland? Wow, well done. So Croatia is a popular destination for the Game of Thrones TV series. Most of the initial parts of the series was shot in Croatia. So it's written, the TV series is based on the Song of Fire and Ice. 9 of you thought that it was Croatia. Norway is the land of the midnight sun. Japan is the land of the rising sun. But the land of fire and ice is Iceland. Well done to the 29 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, not much of a change in the top 5. King Kong still in the lead. Betsy is very closely following in second. Schrodinger's cat is in third. AW55 fourth. Akil is in fifth. Let's look at our next question. Who is the current Prime Minister of Italy? Who is the current Prime Minister of Italy? Is it Sergio Mattarella? Is it Giuseppe Conte? Is it Paolo Gentiloni? Or is it Silvio Berlusconi? The current Prime Minister of Italy. So the country of Italy was very much in the news because of COVID-19. A lot of people died in Italy. The Prime Minister faced a lot of issues. It's a guy called Giuseppe Conte. Sergio Mattarella is the President of Italy. The other two, Paolo Gentiloni and Silvio Berlusconi, are also former Prime Ministers. Giuseppe Conte is the Prime Minister of Italy. Well done to the 36 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Charu is back in the top 5. Well done. King Kong still in the lead. Let's look at our next question. Former Indian President Pranab Mukherjee passed away recently due to COVID-19. Who was the first of India? Who was the first president of India? Was it Jawaharlal Nehru? Was it Rajendra Prasad? Was it Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan? Or was it K.R. Narayanan? Rajendra Prasad was the president of India from 1950. He was the first president of India. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan replaced Rajendra Prasad. So Sarvapalli was the second president of India. K.R. Narayan was also another very prominent president of India. But Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India. Well done to 35 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Akil has jumped back into the top 5. King Kong still in the lead. closely followed by Bessie, Schrodinger's cat, and AW55. We are down to the last question of round number 2. Well done, Satoshi Nakamoto. You're the highest climber for that last question. Let's look at our next question, the last question of round number 2. Name the prestigious award for integrity and good governance named after one of Philippines' greatest. Name the prestigious award for integrity and good governance named after one of Philippines' greatest ever leaders. Well, is it Rodrigo Duterte, Ferdinand Marcos, Ramon Magsaysay, or Manuel Quezon? Wow, well done, excellent stuff. So the Ramon Magsaysay Award is a prestigious award presented for integrity and good governance. It is named after Ramon Magsaysay, who was the president of Philippines. He unfortunately passed away in an air crash in 1957. A fantastic leader, a much loved leader in the Philippines. I'm not sure if the other three are really loved in the Philippines. Manuel Quezon was the first president. Rodrigo Duterte is the current president. Ferdinand Marcos was also a very controversial president in the Philippines. Well done. Let's look at our leaderboard after round number 2 of Let's Get Quizzical. Patsy has just overtaken King Kong into the lead at 12,818 points. King Kong is now in second. Schrodinger's cat in third. Akil is in fourth. Head Up is in fifth. Well done, girls and boys. Let's look at our first question of round number 3. Here we go. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group using a pseudonym. What was it? Was it Oroku Saki, Satoshi Nakamoto, Hamato Yoshi, or Ajinomoto? So Bitcoin was created in 2008. What is the name given to the unknown person or group of people who created it? Satoshi Nakamoto. I think there's a contestant also participating today called the nickname Satoshi Nakamoto. Hope you got that correct. So Bitcoin, when it was created by an unknown person or a group, right? They didn't want everyone else to find out who they were or who he or she was. So they called themselves or himself or herself Satoshi Nakamoto. Well done to the 39 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Schrodinger's cat has overtaken King Kong into second. Very close game, ladies and gentlemen. It's really close. Let's look at our next question. Well done, Dinky. You have a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Let's look at our next question. The last moon landing was in 1972. How many people have landed on the moon so far? The last moon landing was way back in 1972. How many people have landed on the moon so far between 1969 and 1972? Is it 15? Is it 12? Is it 11? Or is it 10? Wow, excellent stuff. So, the last person to set foot on the moon was way back in 1972. So from 1969 to 1972, from the time Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon first, only 12 people have landed on the moon. Okay. Well done. 40 of you got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Very close game between Betsy, Schrodinger's cat, and King Kong. Haddock and Akil are also just so close. It's just 1 point, one wrong answer, and you can lose it all. Well done, Satindu. You're back in the game with 3 in a row. What does this logo or sign mean? What does this logo or sign mean? Is it the euro? Is it a Japanese character? Is it a letter in the Greek alphabet, or is it the Indian rupee? Of course, the correct answer is the Indian rupee. Euro is a different logo or a different emblem. It looks like a Japanese character. It also might look like a letter in the Greek alphabet, but that symbol you saw, I'll show the symbol to you. Here you go. It is the symbol for the Indian rupee. Well done to the 44 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Schrodinger's cat has just overtaken Betsy. It's just 6 points the difference. King Kong is in third, Haddock is in fourth, Akhil is in fifth. Let's look at our next question. As at 2009, Sri Lanka's GDP was estimated at 92.1 billion. How many zeros are there in a billion? How many zeros are there in a billion? Is it 14? Is it 9? Is it 12? Or is it 6? Easy question. I think you should get this right. Well done. 49 of you got that correct. So a billion is 1,000 million, right? So a million has 6 zeros. If it's 1,000 millions, you add 3 more zeros. So 1 billion has 9 zeros. Well done. You guys certainly know your billions. I hope there are at least 1 or 2 billionaires here in the coming years. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Let's look at our next question. What is the name given to the scale that measures the intensity of a tornado based on the damage? What is the name given to the scale that measures the intensity of a tornado? Is it the Richter scale? Is it the barometer? Is it the Saffir-Simpson scale? Or is it the Fujita scale? Ooh, very almost an evenly distributed set of answers. The Richter scale is used to measure earthquakes. The barometer is used to measure air pressure. The Saffir-Simpson scale is used to measure hurricanes. But tornadoes, these tornadoes, these twisters you see on the screen, the Fujita or Fujita-Pearson scale is used to measure tornadoes. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Alright, so Haddock is now into third position. Well done, Haddock. King Kong drops to fourth. Sanuka back into the top 5. Well done. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead. Very closely followed by Patsy. Let's look at our next question. Which of the following elements is not named after a Which of the following elements is not named after a country? Is it indium? Is it polonium? Is it nihonium? Or is it germanium? Wow, excellent. Right. 33 of you think it's nihonium. Nihonium is named after Nippon or Nihon or Japan. Polonium is named after Poland. Germanium is named after Germany. Indium is not named after India. It's named after the color indigo or violet, right? So indium is not named after a country. Well done to the 20 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Wow, only the top 3 got that correct in the top 5. Well done. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead. We are down to our next question. OPEC was founded in 1960, which was not one of the first 5 members. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, was founded in 1960. What was not a country of the original 5 members? Was it Indonesia? Was it Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, or was it Iraq? Ooh, well done. Indonesia is the correct answer. So OPEC, or the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, was founded in 1960 with 5 countries in the membership: Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iran, Iraq, and Venezuela. So Venezuela was the only non-Asian country of OPEC when it started. Indonesia was a subsequent member, so they joined OPEC later. So now, of course, there are so many other countries as well. Well done to 33 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Sanuka is in 4th position. Akil is back into the top 5. Schrodinger's cat is in 1st. Closely followed by Batsy and Haddock. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last question of round number 3. Well done, Violet. You are the highest climber for that last question. The last question of round number 3. What is the largest moon in our solar? What is the largest moon in our solar system? Is it Titan? Is it Ganymede? Is it Callisto? Or is it the Earth's moon? Wow. So Titan is the largest moon of Saturn. And I think overall it is the 2nd largest moon. But Ganymede, the largest moon of Jupiter, is the largest moon in our solar system. Callisto is also in the top 5, and I think the Earth's moon is also pretty big. If I'm not mistaken, it's also in the top 5. But the largest moon in the solar system is the largest moon of Jupiter, Ganymede. Well done to the 31 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard at the end of 3 rounds. Patsy has overtaken Schrodinger's cat into the lead. Haddock is in 2nd now. Akil is in 4th. Sanuka is in 5th. Well done, Dinky. You have 3 in a row and you are back in the game. Round number 4. A lot of people hate this round. Round number 4 is history, arts, and literature. Who is the last ancient king mentioned in the Who is the last ancient king mentioned in the Mahavansia? Is it Sri Vikramarajasinghe? Is it Parakramabahu? Is it Mahasen? Or is it Gotabaya? Wow. So the Mahavansia, which is a chronicle of Sri Lankan history, was written by a Buddhist priest called Mahanama, and the last king mentioned on the Mahavansia is King Mahasen of Anuradhapura. Sri Vikramarajasinghe, Ceylon's last king, Parakramabahu VI, the prominent king in Kotte, Gotabaya, not the current president Gotabaya. King Gotabaya was actually Mahasen's father. But the correct answer, the last king, ancient king mentioned in the Mahavansia is Mahasen. So there are a lot of chronicles in Sri Lanka, right? Mahavansia, Deepavansya, Chulavansya. There's also another chronicle called Rajavaliya. So according to the Mahavansia, King Mahasen is the last king mentioned there. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Well done to the 20 of you who got that correct. So there are, I think, looking at the answers to all the questions so far, a lot of people are finding the questions tricky. That's good, right? You are learning something new. Excellent stuff. Schrodinger's cat has jumped up into the lead, very closely followed by Batsy and Haddock. Akil is in 4th, Sanuka is in 5th. So as you can see, it can all change in just 1 or 2 questions, right? You get one answer wrong, it can all change. Well done. Let's look at our next question. What was the first recognized state in the USA? What was the first recognized state in modern USA? Is it Delaware? Is it Virginia? Is it Washington? Or is it Pennsylvania? Excellent stuff. The state of Delaware was recognized in 1787 as the first state in modern USA. Pennsylvania was second, if I'm not mistaken. Virginia came later on. Washington was actually the 40th state recognized in the modern USA. So we have a contestant, a nominee from Delaware, Joe Biden, who might become the next president. So remember, Joe Biden, who might become the next president of the USA, is from the first state of Delaware. Well done to the 28 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Haddock has overtaken Betsy into second position. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead. Akil is in fourth. King Kong is in fifth. All right, let's look at our next question. In the movie Black Panther, Wakanda's economy focused on the production of a fictional metal. What is this metal? In the movie Black Panther, Wakanda's economy focuses on the production and use of a fictional metal. What is it? Is it kryptonite? Is it unobtainium? Is it energon? Or is it vibranium? Right, so you should have guessed that these sort of questions would come, because I'm a huge fan of Marvel and Black Panther, and unfortunately Chadwick Boseman, the main actor or the person who played Black Panther, passed away a few days ago. So the Black Panther is from a fictional land called Wakanda. So Wakanda's economy focuses on the production and use of a fictional metal. So they use the same metal on Captain America's shield as well. You know, Captain America is over here. You know, so apparently Captain America's shield is made of vibranium. Of course, this shield is made of plastic, right? Unobtainium is the element in the movie Avatar. Energon is also an element mentioned in the movie Transformers or the series Transformers. Kryptonite is, of course, mentioned in DC Comics Superman, but vibranium is Wakanda's fictional metal. Well done to the 48 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Well done, everyone in the top 5 got that correct. Let's look at our next question. Who is the creator of the world famous painting Girl with a Pearl? The girl with a pearl earring, the picture you see on screen, was created by a world-famous painter. Was it Pablo Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci, Johannes Vermeer, or Vincent van Gogh? Of course, so the correct answer is Johannes Vermeer. So this is the picture. Girl with a pearl earring. Very creative name, right? It's obviously a picture of a girl wearing a pearl earring. It was created by the famous Dutch artist called Johannes Vermeer. Not Pablo Picasso, not Leonardo da Vinci, not Vincent van Gogh. Well done to the 32 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Well done. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead. We move on to our next question. Who was the first African American Supreme Court Justice? His story was even recently movie. Who was the first African American Supreme Court Justice? His story was even recently made into a movie. Was it Clarence Thomas, Thurgood Marshall, Michael Dukakis, or Ben Carson? Oh, well done. So Clarence Thomas replaced Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall was appointed by President Lyndon B. Johnson, and he served as the first ever African American, I know it's not diplomatically correct or politically correct, they called it the first Black Supreme Court Justice. He served from 1967 to 1991, if I'm not mistaken. He was replaced by Clarence Thomas. Michael Dukakis was a politician who contested against George H.W. Bush. Ben Carson was in Donald Trump's cabinet earlier. Thurgood Marshall was the first African American Supreme Court Justice. Chadwick Boseman played the role of Thurgood Marshall in the movie called Marshall. Well done to the 25 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. For change in the top 5, we move on to our next question. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling has been writing a new series of crime novels. What is the pen name? What is the pen name J.K. Rowling has been using when she is writing this new series of crime novels? Is it Joe Rowling? Is it Dolores Umbridge? Is it Lily Luna? Or is it Robert Galbraith? Whoa, well done. So J.K. Rowling, I think she has now completed the Harry Potter series. So she has started writing a new series of crime novels, and the pen name that she uses is Robert Galbraith. Dolores Umbridge was a character in Harry Potter. Lily Luna, I think, is Harry Potter's daughter. The correct answer is Robert Galbraith. Well done to the 23 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Taxi has overtaken Haddock into second position. Schrodinger's cat is still in the lead. Let's look at our next question. Which Sri Lankan won the title of Mrs. 20? Easy question. Which Sri Lankan won the title of Mrs. World 2020? She's the lady you see on the screen. Is it Rosie Senanayake, Jacqueline Fernandez, Stephanie Sirivardhana, or Caroline Jury? Of course, the overwhelming correct answer is Caroline Jury. Rosie Senanayake won Mrs. World way back in 1985. Jacqueline Fernandez, also a former Miss Sri Lanka, so was Stephanie Sirivardhana. But Caroline Jury won the title of Mrs. World 2020. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Everyone in the top 5 got that correct. Well done. Akhil, you have a streak with 9 correct answers in a row. Let's look at our last question of round number 4. What was the first movie in the Marvel Comics universe to win an Oscar? What was the first movie in the Marvel Comics universe to win an Oscar award? Was it Avengers Endgame? Was it Black Panther? Was it Captain America the Winter Soldier? Or was it X-Men? Excuse me. Wow. Black Panther is the correct answer. It was the first movie in the Marvel Comics universe, and actually the first superhero movie to be nominated as the best movie. So it won a couple of awards. The first award it won was for the original best score, that is the original music or background music, and of course the best costume as well. Black Panther featuring prominently on Let's Get Quizzical, game number 7. Well done. We are at the end of 4 rounds. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Only the top 4 got that correct. Well done. Schrodinger's cat has a slender lead at 25,888. Batsy is in second. Haddock is in third. Akhil is in fourth. King Kong is in fifth. Well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we are down to the last round of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 7, sports and entertainment, sports and games, you can call it. Let's look at our first question. Which former cricketer was known as the Asian? Which former cricketer was known as the Asian Bradman? Was it Kumar Sangakkara? Was it Sunil Gavaskar? Was it Zahir Abbas? Or was it Javed Miandar? Correct answer is Zahir Abbas. So Zahir Abbas was a famous Pakistani cricketer. He had an average of only 44 point something in his test cricket career, but he was known as the Asian Bradman. Kumar Sangakkara is actually a much better batsman than Zahir Abbas, but he was known as the Asian Bradman at that time. Well done to the 29 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Well done. Not much of a change in the top 5. Schrodinger's cat is still in the lead. Let's look at our next question. FIFA is the international governing body for football. Who is the current president of FIFA? Who the current president of FIFA? Is it Sepp Blatter? Is it Diego Maradona? Is it Michel Platini? Or is it Gianni Infantino? Well done. Of course, the correct answer, Gianni Infantino. He has been the president of FIFA since 2017. Well done to the 40 of you who got that correct. Sepp Blatter was a former president. Michel Platini, fantastic footballer, one of the greatest ever footballers ever, right? Greatest ever footballers. Diego Maradona, also great footballer, but the current president of FIFA is Gianni Infantino. Well done. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Rahul is up into the top 5 now. Akhil Haddock is in third. Batsy is closely following. Schrodinger's cat, who is in the lead. We are down to the last few questions. What is Usain Bolt's 100 meter record timing? What is Usain Bolt's 100 meters world record? Is it 9.58? 9.56 seconds, 9.85 seconds, or 9.69 seconds? Well done. The correct answer is 9.58 seconds, which is the current world 100 meter record. Well done to the 39 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard. Much of a change in the top 5. Well done. We move on to our next question. Who is the cricketer to have been born in Sri Lanka but represented a different country in Test cricket? Name the cricketer who was born in Sri Lanka but played Test cricket for a different country. Was it Kepler Wessels? Was it Ashton Agar? Or was it Rajendra Chandrika? Or is it Devnal Watmore? Chandrika. Rajendra Chandrika. Wow, excellent stuff. So Kepler Wessels he played cricket for Australia initially and then was captain South Africa. Ashton Agar, his mother is supposed to be Sri Lankan, but he wasn't born here. He currently plays for the Australian cricket team. Rajendra Chandrika, apparently he has Sri Lankan origins as well, but he plays for the West Indies. But Devnal Watmore, the coach of our Sri Lankan cricket team when we won the 1996 World Cup, was born in Sri Lanka. He studied at Royal College and then moved to Australia and played Test cricket for Australia. Well done to the 25 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Wow, only Akhil got that correct in the top 5. Whoa, good stuff, Akhil. Schrodinger's cat is still in the lead. Oreo Master, well done. You're making a comeback with 3 in a row. We're down to the last 4 questions of today's competition. In the game of rugby, how much is a drop? In the game of rugby, how much is a drop goal worth? Is it 1, is it 3, is it 5, or is it 7 points? Whoa, the correct answer is 3. So, if you watch rugby, a drop goal is a real crowd favorite. Right? It's worth 3 points. Well done to the 44 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Everyone in the top 5 got that correct. Schrodinger's cat still in the lead. We are down to the last 3 questions. What was the first city in the Southern Hemisphere to host the Summer? What was the first city in the Southern Hemisphere to host the Summer Olympic Games? Was it Mexico City? Was it Sydney? Was it Rio de Janeiro? Or was it Melbourne? Well done. So Melbourne hosted the 1956 Summer Olympics. Rio de Janeiro 2016, Sydney 2000, Mexico City 1968. Yeah, 1968. But it's not in the southern hemisphere. The correct answer is Melbourne. They hosted the 1956 Summer Olympics. Well done to the 27 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Let's look at, I think, our last 2 questions. In 1958, William Higginbotham created what is thought to be the video game. What was it called? Was it Minecraft, Snake, Ball, or Pong? William Higginbotham created what is thought to be the first video game in 1958. What was it called? Of course, the correct answer is Pong, a very basic game. I think I have played Pong as well. No, I wasn't born in 1958, right? I played it much later in my life. Well done. Pong is thought to be the first video game ever created. So with one more question to go, let's look at our leaderboard. Okay, Patsy is really close to Schrodinger's cat now. Just about 800 points the difference. So one question wrong, everything can change. Haddock is in 3rd position. Akhil is in 4th. Rahul is in 5th. Well done, Sinelia. You're up 4 places. You're the highest climber for that last question. Let's look at our last question of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 7. How many squares are there on a standard Rubik cube? How many squares are there? Is it 64, 54, 81, or 49? Trick question, but easy question as well. The correct answer is 54. So one side has 9 squares. There are 6 sides. 9 times 6 number akhaya 54 is the correct answer. Well done. 36 got that correct. Let's look at the winners of Let's Get Quizzical game number 7, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Let's reveal our winner. Let's look at the chat. Yes, so Ashton Agar's mother Sonia is from Sri Lanka. Yes, thanks so much, Gobiram. Gobiram is connecting with us from India. Well done, thank you so much. Let's look at our winner now. In 3rd position, Haddock 52. Well done, Haddock. In 2nd is Schrodinger's cat. And the winner is Betsy. Wow, well done, Betsy. Connecting all the way from Canada. Akhil is in 4th. Rahul is in 5th. So close, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part of Let's Get Quizzical game number 7, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Go to youtube.com/c/SL Masterminds and please subscribe on that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being with us. Take care. Good night. God bless you all.